Hi guys, welcome back. It's Meg, and I have a new tarot reading for you this week. It's week 6, and how did we get here already? It's week 6. So, yeah, welcome back. I hope that you'll stick around for the reading I have to share with you today. If you guys like what you see in the video, go ahead and click subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can stay in the loop when I post new content. I do post my tarot readings, but I also do vlog style videos, so I'm hoping to be able to bring more content to you like this in the future, and I'd be happy to have you along for the reading. So let's get started. The deck I'm going to be using for this week, but also for the entire month, is the Ethereal Visions deck by Matt Hughes. And I mean, that artwork though, that is so gorgeous. And you'll see, obviously you'll see more of it in the cards, but there's just, oh, that's beautiful. And the gold patches, I don't know if you can see it kind of glimmering. This is all gold foiled in the card. So I love this deck. It's a beautiful deck. Yeah. I can't wait to share it with you guys. If you guys want to join along with me, go ahead and get your favorite deck, and yeah, let's get started. So as usual, we're going to go through our shuffling routine, so however you're comfortable and however many times you want to go through this. So here we go. Round 1. I think I feel comfortable going through it 3 times. This is 2. Whoa. Okay. And 3. Here we go. And I'm also going to cut the deck and see what comes up, because I'm going to do this as a blind reading. So I've just cut the deck there. And okay, so let's start pulling cards. So the first card that I'm getting is the 5 of Pentacles, and very simply put, this is representing isolation, things like isolation, poverty, poor health, and insecurity. And I think just right off the bat that this is suggesting, at least for me, that I've been in a low place, maybe emotionally. There's definitely insecure about some things, especially right now because I'm not working and I don't really have a good idea of what I'm going to be doing in the future. I do, however, have travel plans in the coming weeks, so I'm very excited about that, and I'm very fortunate to have a support system that's allowing me to do this right now. But I'm going to have to face facts when I get back and really start getting back into the job hunt. There's certainly some decisions that I've made about my future where my tarot reading is concerned, and we can talk about that in another video, but I'm in a safe place right now, but it won't last forever. And I think that is what this card is suggesting is happening for me right now. So the second card that I am going to pull is the Ace of Cups. And here this is talking about compassion and creativity and new beginnings. It's talking about purity as well. And given that I just talked about my work situation here, and that's suggesting that I'm not working right now, but there's certainly some big opportunities down the line, I feel that there's definitely opportunities for a new beginning and a way to start over, and hopefully they'll be fruitful. There's where the insecurity comes in. But in other readings, it's talked about laying strong foundations and making sure that you're secure in yourself. That's what I'm working towards, and through being compassionate with myself and letting my creativity come forward, in that way I'll be able to create the kind of future I want to create for myself. So that is the Ace of Cups. The third cup, it's the Cup Suites. I have a feeling about that. But the next card, told you it's the Ten of Cups. And here this is representing abundance and satisfaction and happiness. And while I talked about safety again in this card, and not having it last forever, right now I am safe and I will acknowledge that, but I'm also fulfilled and satisfied in what I have right now, and that I'm happy. Again, it won't last forever, and I really do need to start getting back into the groove of being, I don't want to say a working girl because I think there's a negative connotation there, but being an employee somewhere and getting a paycheck so that I can start creating a solid foundation for myself. And I can do that now, but I want it to be more consistent than it is. So that is the Ten of Cups and abundance, satisfaction, and happiness. So the next card I'm going to draw, it's the Five of Wands. And here this is representing conflict and competition. There's some disagreements and resistance. I think based on some of the choices, and in fact I'm going to talk about this at the end of the reading, based on some decisions that I've made, there are certainly people who will disagree with my decisions, especially where my future is concerned. But I think, I don't think it's an unhealthy level. And I say that just because some of the people that may disagree with me are part of my support system and they want the best for me. So I don't feel that these conflicts or disagreements are negative necessarily. There's certainly, and having say that, there may be some resistance on my part to completely give up on my decisions. But I'm hoping, I am hoping to be fruitful in what I want to create. And there's no guarantee it's going to work. But again, I'm resistant to give up on it, even when someone says, that's a bad idea. So, and I'll put some context into this after I get done with the reading. So that is the Five of Wands, or, conflict, disagreement, etc. And finally, the last card I'm going to draw is the Four of Pentacles. And here, I feel like it's a little more hopeful because it's talking about stability and security, being in control and having influence. I do appreciate this coming up because I feel that, especially with the decision I made, with what we're going to talk about after this, that I can create that life for myself. I can be an active participant in what I want to do. And I also feel that that participation, that stability, that security is going to help people to see that, yeah, she knows the risks of what she's doing. There's no guarantee that she's going to be successful in the long term, but she really tried to make a go of it. And that's what I'm hoping to be able to help people understand, even if they disagree with that life, even if they disagree with the choices that I made for my life. I'm still hopeful they'll see that I really did put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into what I've tried to create. So that is the reading. Now for some context for that, since this, it has to do with this. I have decided to create my own online business around my tarot reading and my art right now. I've wanted to try something to this effect for a long time, and I never really gave myself permission to try, just because, I'm not a trained artist. I'm mostly self-taught, and I'm also mostly self-taught in reading tarot and in divination. So I never really gave myself permission to say I'm an artist. I am, I don't want to say professional tarot reader, but I can do it for you. I think it took losing my job at the bookstore to really realize that personally, yes, I can work hard. Yes, I'm in a team and we'll dedicate the effort to moving that forward. But in the long term, it's not really what makes me happy. And it's going to sound selfish. This will sound selfish. But to put my happiness and my needs on the back burner is going to lead to bad things, to me doing behaviors that aren't positive, that are very, very unsafe and very unhealthy for me as a person, but also doesn't contribute to a larger effort in the process. And that's what I've realized, which is why I want to start my own business around reading my tarot and around my art, because I know that's going to make me happy, but it's also going to help me be a better person, that I can share my abundance and my creativity with the larger audience. So I've decided to do that. In the meantime, I know there will be a time where I need to upgrade my equipment. There will be a time where I need to really consider how this business will function in terms of me supporting myself, and myself in terms of paying my bills, getting, moving out, paying rent, that kind of thing. So it's gonna be a bit of a mountain to climb, but I'm willing to climb that mountain. And people can disagree with me if they want to, but I'm 32 years old. I gotta live, and I have to try. So that, I think, is the context you need for that reading. I'm certainly grateful that you're along for the ride and listening to me. So if you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell notification. I will also be leaving links in the description below to my other social media if you guys want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube. And finally, I think what I'm going to start doing is keeping you updated on how things are going with me starting my business. So yeah, there's that. And also I mentioned some travel plans. I'm going to be traveling at the end of April, middle to end of April, so there's still some time, but there might not be consistent posts, consistent videos like this. So hang in there with me. Definitely excited to share this with you, and I hopefully will be seeing you soon. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in, and blessed be. Mwah. See you in the next one.